if I just wanted cupcakes at a certain point and you just handed me cupcakes, I mean, you should be a really good friend. You know?
Hey!
Hey, man, I got you some cupcakes. And I'm like, oh, huh? I'd also think that, like, you've done something to me.
He's poisoned me.
Man, I could really just go for some red gingham plaid. You know, like this. And I'm like, huh?
What?
Get out of my mind. Get out of my dreams. Get into my car.
I'm going to let you know before you leave.
Yeah.
So probably next paycheck.
Okay.
Remember how we were talking about mouse pads?
Yeah.
This isn't perverted, but it's a mouse pad that I think you're going to like when you get it. And because I think you're going to like it, I'm going to show you it before I buy it for you.
Okay.
And you have to give me the same service. There it is.
I've seen that. It's cute. She's cute. I like her.
It's extra large. So
Well, I mean, that's how I like them.
it should take up whatever desk you have when you're in Korea.
Just so you know, we are live.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So now you said that in front of thousands of people. I got you. You're trapped.
I'm getting them oh, fuck.
Yeah, show it to the computer. That really teach them.
I'm giving them you can't see it, but it's
It's solid white.
It's an extra large mouse pad with an Animu girl on it.
A good one.
A good one. It's a slime person. I can't. Why the fuck would you not tell me that we're streaming?
You said go ahead. It's 5:30. I said. Let me lie again.
I had literally no clue that we were. This is what that feels like when the cameraman on YouTube starts, and they're just like, "Are we rolling?"
Well, a lot of times they do that just for fun, especially Game Room.
I've been done. I've been done in. I've been bamboozled. Okay.
You could have looked. It says it right here.
I was busy showing you the slime girl.
I was busy showing you my love and affection.
So now you know what I'm getting you, which leads us into this episode of the podcast.
Leave it.
So this is going to be a short one, maybe 20, 30 minutes. I don't know. We're going to riff it.
It'll probably be longer than that because you don't stop talking for a long time.
You're right. We're going to riff it. So...
Riff it. Riff it good.
We decided
to shape.
Stop doing that. No.
Shape it up.
We decided to come on today. We don't really have a long one planned.
Because Tim doesn't plan things.
Because I didn't plan things. But we kind of want to talk about the direction that this podcast is going to go. And
hopefully up.
Yeah, hopefully up. But like in terms of topics, like what you guys want to see week by week, and then we have another big thing
Well, not by week. Week and week again.
Yeah, week and week again.
We're not going twice a week or every other week, whichever way you interpret that.
But
bi-weekly does mean once every 2 weeks.
We want to know what content you guys like the best, so that we can really focus in on that kind of content rather than just randomly, because we don't know how you guys felt about the Breaking Bad situation, et cetera, et cetera. So if you guys
again, we know you're gonna say porn on a lot of the responses, and that's okay. Feel free, but also give us some other things because we can't just do that every week.
For sure. So, like, if you like the Apocalypse episodes, tell us you want more Apocalypse. If you like the Building a Monster episodes, tell us Building a Monster.
If you don't like us, tell us we'll get new people.
Yeah, if you don't like us, I'll hand my channel over to someone else, and they can have the podcast. Let me know what you want to see.
It'll be on Tim's personal Facebook still.
Yeah, it'll be on my Facebook. It's just someone else on the podcast. But basically, we want to know what you guys like watching, because we have people that come in regularly, but we also have new people who are like, hey, I really liked what you guys talk about. So I want to know specifically.
Like Gary, he really likes what we talk about sometimes.
Yeah, like my coworker Gary, he likes when we talk about not really. He likes the apocalypse stuff, but he more or less likes when we're building classic monsters.
Well, I like classic monsters.
Jordan wants an anime review.
Of which anime?
She wants to choose the anime.
Okay.
We can do an episode that's an anime review.
I can review any anime. I mean, you just list them out. We'll do weekly anime reviews. I'm not scared to review.
Yeah, oh, that's actually a cool idea. We can do a short review of an anime every single episode. But that means we'd have to pick an anime that like people are gonna know it. People are gonna either like it or
Bofuri. I just finished Bofuri. It's really good.
I haven't seen that one, but I'll watch it.
I don't know why the full title of it is.
I didn't want to get hurt, so I put all my stats in defense or something like that.
Yeah, I put all my stats in defense so that I don't get hurt.
Yeah.
And the other name for it is Bofuri, which I don't think there's a Japanese word for I didn't want to get hurt, so I put all of my stats, my points towards defense.
But the reason we're wanting to give you guys the content you want to see is because pretty soon, here in the next few weeks, he's moving to Korea. He's betraying America and moving to Korea as a Korean man.
On a positive note, Tower of God, a Korean manhwa, is getting an anime adaptation.
That's pretty cool.
It's Braxton's favorite Korean manhwa.
Sophia wants us to review Boku no Pico. I think I'd rather eat glass.
Well, there's kids, and they're hanging out together. 1 out of 10. Bad show. There we go.
Negative 47 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
There's your review.
I watched it. I'm just kidding.
I'll watch it. On my own time, though. No
one around.
When do you think you'll be going to Korea?
Hopefully it's 4 weeks away. Hopefully.
So a month. Calendar month from now.
I don't like the way you said that.
Like 30 days. 31 days.
I just don't want it to be that far away.
Oh. Yeah, that's a few weeks. 4 weeks.
That means I have to work at my current job for 4 more weeks.
You're right.
Well, 3 more weeks.
You're never leaving, and also something in Japanese. You're not allowed to leave, though. That's probably what that says in Japanese.
That's not what that says. I can translate Japanese, and that says...
Teriyaki, Oni-san, Hyundai.
That's it. You got it.
Yeah! Nailed it. I am Japanese.
Now, I don't know how to tell you this. Hyundai's actually Korean.
I literally heard my girlfriend laugh in the other room.
I heard a cackle.
Yeah.
I thought it was a witch. We had a witch in the house.
But no, okay, so Jordan, that's actually a good idea. We could start doing like short little anime reviews. In between.
Or really long anime reviews where we watch each episode with you.
Yeah, like if we're doing a long series or something, we can do a big ass review or something.
Thank you.
It means I love you.
Oh, love you too.
Aishite Iru.
The deal at the end is directed towards a man.
Well, I am a man. Tim's only a lad. But I understood that you're speaking to me from the man part.
We're talking to the planet right now.
It says I love you in Japanese. That's your help.
Aishite Iru.
Shine.
Nani?
I'll watch anime with you anytime. I mean, if you want to give us an anime to watch and then come watch it, then you most certainly can.
You don't have to give us anime in advance if you're just going to come watch it. You can just come watch it.
Yeah.
I'll be here. It's my house.
We can do like the 12
while it's my house.
Like the 12 episode animes or whatever. Like we can knock those out.
That's a standard series.
Yeah, like a standard season. We can do that every single time.
We can review each anime by the season.
Dalen's here. Dalen, are you dead yet? How's your lung?
How's your lung, buddy?
Did it deflate? Did it inflate? Did it implode? Did it explode? How's your lung? For those of you in the chat who don't know, Dalen's lung exploded.
Well, it imploded.
Because he does crystal meth.
I don't meth with that stuff.
I like how we did this to Wally last time and he left. Like, he walked out.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dalen can't leave our house. He's not here.
All Dalen can do is leave the chat. But if he leaves the chat now, he's not going to know what people say about him. And his horrible, horrible, crippling meth addiction.
You told me that it was cocaine, okay?
It started as cocaine.
I didn't know that you were addicted to meth, Dalen.
It started as cocaine, and then you got your big yee-yee truck. And
you told me it started with a whisper, and that was when you kissed her.
No, it started out with a kiss, but how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. People aren't going to get the reference.
Now I'm doing just fine.
People aren't going to understand the reference. They're going to be like, why are these guys kissing, and why is he on meth now?
Kiss me.
I don't understand.
Under the milky twilight. Lead me.
He says, I'm back to running on both lungs now. I'm going to die from med bills. Did you mean meth bills?
Or both.
Actually, yeah, I could imagine. Hello?
Actually, yeah, I can imagine both.
I could imagine that the medical bills for getting your lung reinflated would be a long time. Plus, from my understanding...
You know, if you hired a really good clown or somebody that works with balloons often, he could probably
put a pipe in there and...
He just takes a little air pump.
I could imagine that would be really expensive. Plus, they kind of... From my understanding, didn't they, like, do what medical places normally do and dick you around for a few days so that you had to stay? Jordan says if they don't get these references, they can get the fuck out. If you don't listen to The Killers, that one song that everybody liked, except for me, I hate that song, you can get out.
If you don't listen to one song from every band that ever existed.
Except that band that wrote that song I don't like.
Which one?
The androgynous singer in the late 80s or the damn Karma Chameleon people, man.
Culture Club?
That one.
That's not one person.
Well, yeah.
When you say androgynous person from the 80s, everybody's like, David Bowie did not write Karma Chameleon.
Dalen says he got like 5 X-rays a week. 5 X-rays, a week's stay, and 2 surgeries.
That's not fun.
He's in the tens of thousands, I'm imagining. Isn't an X-ray itself like anywhere between $500 and $800?
I work for the hospital, and I can verify that they pay for most of my stuff. I don't have any idea.
Man, that's what we should have an episode on, the medical system.
I got my leg X-rayed to see if there's anything wrong with it. It was $10.
Well, for someone who's uninsured, that'd be anywhere between $500 to $800.
Now,
Probably
I
around
had
$600.
like 90 to 95% coverage, so it could have been $100 to $200.
Man, it's nasty, bro. So
that came out of my paycheck. They took $10 out of my paycheck.
What monsters? Tell the people why you're moving to Korea.
I hate Tim. I can't live with him any longer.
Alrighty then.
He just won't. I try, but he won't.
Aren't you gonna go teach little Rian kids?
Don't you tell the story of my life.
I'm trying to let you do it. What's up, Kyle? Welcome to our beautiful shit show.
Welcome to my life.
No simple plan. No simple plan during the stream.
It was a simple kind of plan.
Or Leonard Skinner.
You love Leonard Skinner. You love him.
I'm not particularly fond. Please reenact the entire plot of The Interview.
Okay.
Oh man, have you ever seen that movie?
Didn't it get banned in Korea?
It actually did for a while.
But it was still banned.
I think that little Korean guy was not stoked about that movie.
What? Why not?
Well, because they were talking shit about him a lot. And
because they tried to assassinate him?
Yeah, and then
kill the immortal leader of North Korea.
They got an actor who looked a lot like him, and I'm pretty sure he's mad about that.
No, they got a person that looked like a character for a movie.
Our beautiful shit show. That's poetry. That is now the slogan. Our beautiful shit show.
It's gonna be in big gold letters right here.
The Interview was a great movie. Like, if you're into satire, The Interview was a pretty good movie.
It wasn't. I thought that was a documentary.
It was a mockumentary. It was a satire.
Like What We Do in the Shadows. Like Fire
Yeah,
Concords.
Do you think margaritas are gay? Do you think margaritas are gay?
I mean, kinda.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. So, you don't want them to know why you're going to the career?
I'm going there to teach little kids English.
All right. I think context is very important.
Hey, I majored in sociology with a minor in biology.
So what are you going to do with that? Go teach English.
So I'm teaching English, of course. I mean, that's the next step.
It's the only thing that makes sense. You get a degree in sociology with a minor in botany, go teach English in a different country.
And I know how to say dog in Korean.
How do you say dog?
Gay.
That's dog.
G-A-E, gay.
I thought it was sandwich. Oh, racially or culturally insensitive.
You can't make a sandwich with just dog. If you could look like said steak. That's just you just cook them eat to do that.
Well, don't they they eat dogs?
They like sandwiches, right? I'm just kidding.
Isn't it them and the Chinese that eat the dog? No, they don't eat the dogs.
The Chinese disbanded that last week. They said that is no longer okay.
They're not gonna have the dog festival anymore.
I mean, they might start the festival. They just said that it's unsanitary.
Unsanitary.
They officially said that you should not eat dog.
It's not. It's not because it's effed up. It's just not clean to eat Fido.
It's not.
Leave Fido alone.
Hey, Koreans, leave those dogs alone.
Hey, Koreans, leave those dogs alone.
But no, they don't actually eat dog. They do eat horse, I think.
I know they do in Japan. You told me that.
Yeah, I do. I want to try horse in Japan. Not here though, because it's not okay to eat horse here in America. I've learned that from several viewers on this. I think on this channel.
Probably.
Because I think I've mentioned it at some point. If not, it was on.
Yeah, you said it here like when we first started doing this, and
or was that on yours? I think that was on yours and Garrett's podcast.
Yeah, it was on the Context Cocktail a while back. People were very upset that you said you would eat a horse.
Also said dogs go to hell, and people just had a really negative opinion of me for some reason.
We got into the sentience of animals, and you were like, dogs don't go anywhere, and they were like, yeah, that guy, he needs to die.
Yeah, people have very negative reactions to saying that dogs don't go to heaven.
He needs to.
But I've since watched a documentary which does, in fact, tell you exactly how and why dogs go to heaven. It's called All Dogs Go to Heaven. You should look it up.
The renowned documentary.
Yeah, it was. You know, you wouldn't think that they could get cameras up into heaven, but they did it. I saw them.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you got the budget, you can go anywhere.
Yes, if you paid the film rights, you know, they'll let you record anywhere.
Dude, if you look at life as a movie, the Tower of Babel was take one for a film that they didn't have the budget for.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
There was a plot starting, and there was like so many chances for spinoffs. They were like, well, I mean, we're just going to stop here.
God's the director. And he's like, hey, we can't afford this shot. And all these people are like, yo.
It's like Avatar The Last Airbender. They did the whole movie, and they're like, coming next fall. And then the next fall never came.
Bust. It's a Dragon Ball Evolutions kind of thing.
Well, they didn't promise a second movie.
They just make a trap. Well, I mean, I guess they knew they literally built Ebola on a film strip.
But Avatar literally said at the end of it, next summer, Avatar Book 2. And you're like, probably not.
I mean, well, do an episode where you talk about how we are or are not living in a simulation. That's actually a good idea for like.
Well, that's clear. We're living in a simulation. Done.
That's a good idea for our next like apocalypse episode, but it won't be an apocalypse. It'll just be like a. Yeah, I mean, apocalypse is end of the world through catastrophe.
It's weird because that was like the first podcast you said you wanted to do, and you made me watch all three Matrix movies, and then we never did it.
Dude, that's what we're doing. What we do, apocalypse is at the end of the month. So not next week, but the next week. Yo, we actually are though. You're right. So not next week, but the next week we'll do a full podcast, doing a quick review of the Matrix movies since we went through and watched them all.
Those aren't animes. We could watch the what is it the Animatrix? Yeah, there it is.
Something like, I don't know.
That's animated. That's an anime.
But we can review the movie like we planned to do forever ago, and then we can like build this. I guess the premise will be that
The Sopranos will be what?
The premise.
Oh.
The premise will be like something happened and now.
Primus, the band from Mississippi.
How would we do that? How would we make that an episode? Will we be the people building the simulated reality, or will we be back?
We talk about down. We have to establish whether we're already in one.
Yeah.
And then if we're not in one, we have to say what it would be like to be in one. But if we are in one, we just talk about how we're in one. Because you don't have to make one if you're in one.
So we can talk about both sides of the coin. So we could talk about what it would be.
If there is a coin, maybe it's a simulation.
We could talk about the simulated coin.
We can even flip a simulated coin like a Google thing where you flip a coin.
But I mean, if you flip a simulated coin, then there's going to be a multitude of outcomes. One where it's heads, one where it's tails, one where it's blown away.
If you literally flip a coin, it's not a 50-50 chance. Especially on older quarters.
It has to do with the weight, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's because there's an eagle on one side and George Washington on the other side, and the eagle weighs more than George Washington. So it's like a 50.1 to a 49.1.
I have a feeling that Kyle is going to be watching the show at the end of the month.
Why?
He is into this simulated reality situation, which I am as well.
What if Kyle gets noticed by the overseer? He might not be here at the end of the
Kyle,
month.
bro, they're on to you, dude. But we'll hopefully you can make it another 2 weeks and we can see you at the end of the month when we talk about simulated realities.
And if you watch this 2 or 3 weeks from now, as like a preview to the simulated reality thing, and we're talking and we say Kyle's name, and all you're hearing is the word redacted, well,
they got you.
He's gone.
You've been had. You've been had, and we're not glad because you're a cool guy.
I've never met you, Kyle, but I could.
What am I gonna do? Stop that. Stop harassing my colleagues.
Colleagues?
Yeah, he's my colleague. We're partners.
Y'all work at the transport together?
Yeah.
Why do I not know?
He doesn't work in transport. That was a lie.
You lied to me?
He's a fellow student of mine.
What?
I teach him. I keep
You're a
fumbling.
teacher?
I keep choosing the wrong words, and then I keep lying to cover up the fact
No,
that
I'm
choosing
going
the
to
wrong
teach
words.
English. Do you want me? Do you want me
He
to start
teaches
with
English to Korean kids. You want in? He can teach you how to articulate your sentences.
your sandwiches?
Who am I going to do this show with after you go? Or how are we going to do this show after you go?
Who am I going to... I mean, how am I going to do it with you?
See, Kyle even says, I'll teach him. That is simulation number...
Like live stuff or like school stuff?
Well, it all depends on which simulation you're looking at. The one he's talking about is simulation 169742B.
I don't speak Latin.
Learn it. Now.
I teach English.
Strictly to Korean kids.
And I can only teach it to Koreans. If you speak Japanese, French, you know, I don't know what to do.
Jordan just said Zoom ?
Oh yeah, we're gonna use Zoom, the very popular interface that was definitely a thing before coronavirus, which proves simulation, huh? Did somebody just drop this company into our reality?
Coincidence? I think not.
Did the government plan coronavirus? I mean, a company emerges right as it starts.
Kyle says I'm his life sensei, and I take that with full pride.
Oh, see how close the W is to the L on the keyboard. Make sure you didn't mean wife sensei, because that would be a cool title to have.
I'm his wife. What do I teach him about wives?
No, you would.
You can have up to 3.
You would be his wife and his sensei.
I'm his wife and his sensei.
Yeah, you teach him things, and then you teach him things.
Well, I know it's 2020, but I ain't with that. I support it.
Well, I didn't say you were with it. I was making clear whether that was the case or not.
Have I been coerced into being a wife sensei?
He said life sensei. He didn't say. I checked. It's very far apart. I doubt he meant life sensei.
Okay, so I'm definitely a life sensei.
Either that or a pife sensei, a kife sensei, or a mife sensei. All other letters would be like symbols.
What if he was trying to say wife sensei and then had a seizure and pressed life sensei?
Well, you need to call him. He might be.
Dude, are you okay? Let me know. This isn't meant to be insensitive to people who have like epilepsy and shit. Like if you have epilepsy,
I hope it's as calm as pressing a W rather than an L on a keyboard.
Yeah, I mean, like we hope you're all right. Yeah. Obviously, we're not like seizures. Well, I mean, me specifically, but
you did this. I didn't.
Because you're in the room with me, you also are insensitive.
I maintain a flat line across the board.
I am
seizures.
Neutral about seizures.
I don't think they're good. I don't think they're.
Has anyone outstandingly bad died from a seizure? How did Adolf die?
Seizure.
All right, yeah. See, seizures aren't that bad. You gotta take the good with the bad. Holy shit! Sorry about your. Now I feel.
But he did clarify you are his life sensei. Well, actually, he said life sensei.
Life sensei.
You're his life's sensei?
Sorry, you have seizures, man. Why in the hell have you had seizures? Are you epileptic? If so, everything we just said is super insensitive. And
well, everything you said, again, was not me.
Everything he condoned is super insensitive.
Everything I allowed.
And he's sorry.
Tim, stop saying that about seizures. Stop it.
See, he intervened. We apologized. I hope everything's cool. I hope you never have another seizure
and you
again.
may be thinking to yourself, how does this relate to Korea? Well, you see, they also suffer from seizures. This is really an awareness podcast.
This is a PSA for seizures. This is a
for
SSA.
Korean seizures. We don't care about American seizures.
For whatever it's worth, though, this is deep in the podcast. I hope you never have a seizure again. That sucks. My mom has seizures. She's epileptic.
My grandmother has seizures because she has brain tumors.
That's gnarly. He says he's canceling our show. We apologize. Look, if it makes you feel better.
I said no offense right now. I'm saying no offense. You cannot take offense.
You can't be offended. We said sorry and no offense. Therefore,
what are you gonna do? When you go take this to the company to cancel it, you're gonna take to them and say, look, they said this, and then they're gonna get to the part where he says no offense. No case. We're gonna throw it out.
Facebook executives are gonna message you back personally and be like, nothing we can do. Sorry.
They send a clip that says no offense.
It's a gif of us saying no offense, and they're like, nothing we can do. Yeah. Sorry to tell you.
There it was.
He hasn't had one since 2009. That's good. That's 11 years off. So that
maybe it depends on what side of
that scar is great, and I'm happy for it. Hopefully, I mean, if you're still resentful towards your seizures, then
I don't know what you're really talking about anymore.
He has seizures, and I'm apologetic towards it.
Well, not since 2009. The man's but past it. That's in his past. That's like an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
My guy doesn't worry about those anymore.
You don't know. You don't know him.
What?
You don't know him.
But
what's his last name?
Kyle.
His name is Churchwell Kyle. Captain.
Oh,
Churchwell.
You meant in America. I thought you meant in Japan.
Should have got me. You got me. Kyle-san. No, for real though, what season 1 of what anime should we watch to review for the next episode?
One Piece.
Or should we do a movie?
One Piece.
Because hell no.
We'll just watch. Next week, we're just gonna watch One Piece and we're gonna review it.
Oh, look what you did. He said, "Ha ha ha, an ex-girlfriend. I'm dead. You've killed someone today, you monster. I hope you're happy. Who's in the wrong now?"
Well,
I've never
his ex-girlfriend. They killed her. He killed. Wait, no, she killed him.
I may be an insensitive asshole, but at least I've never murdered someone.
Well, I did it very hospitably. Does that count?
Thanks, Kyle's ghost. You've made me the hero of the day.
But he's a good ghost now. I've made him a ghost. He's incorporeal. What are you gonna do to him now? You can't bully him. He's incorporeal.
Well, if he's like Casper, then I guess we'll just be chilling.
Well, he'll be a friendly ghost then, because that's what Casper is.
Well, he seems like he's a friendly guy.
Well, no, we're talking about ghosts.
He's a friendly ghost. Well, I mean, I don't know how he is as a ghost. He can be an
It's
asshole.
kind of like being drunk. Your personality changes drastically.
Yeah, like I don't know how you like. You're cool as a person, but I don't know how you.
It's kind of like being drunk. I don't really know how ghosts behave, and I don't know how drunk people behave because I really avoid both.
Yeah, well, I mean, now that you're dead, come hang out, and I'll see how you are as a ghost. And if you're cool, you can hang. If you're not,
And then we'll
get out.
murder a bottle of whiskey, and then you can drink it.
Yeah,
Get it?
ghost whiskey. No, you gotta pour one out for the homies. I'll just like get a spare bottle
Ambrosia.
and give it like an extended pour.
You gotta pour out your libation.
Jesus, how far are we going? This is supposed to be a short episode. All right, we have like 4 minutes left. So, nope. See, he's a ghost. Ghost emoji. Proven. He's a ghost.
Oh, I thought he would say boo, because that's what ghosts say.
No, they need to be a scary ghost. He doesn't want to be a scary ghost.
It's a friendly ghost.
All right,
What does
so
friendly ghost say? Oob?
Oob.
That's a character in Dragon Ball Z.
So you're right, but it's UUB. So what anime should we review for the next episode, and then what should we talk about?
Sword
in the
Art
next
Online Season 2.
No.
Sword Art Online 2 Season 1.
No.
I'm throwing stuff out there, and you're just not receiving.
I'm just trying to figure out like what's the main topic gonna be. What do you guys want? We know what we're talking about at the end of the month, which is simulated reality. So what are we gonna talk about next week? What do you guys want to hear next week? You've got 3 minutes and 20 seconds to tell us what you want to see. Next week it'll be a full episode, so an hour and a half, depending.
Ow! I popped my neck.
Exactly. What do you want to hear us talk about? Fruits Basket, the new one or the old one, or does it matter?
Or do we compare the two? Kind of like Akame Got Killed, where the manga is nothing like that, but it has the same characters. Wow.
He says a movie review because he knows nothing about anime, but yo, do our things.
There are anime movies. I mean, we could do both.
We could do 5 centimeters per second. We could do Your Name.
We could do what is it? Summer Wars?
Summer. I haven't watched Summer Wars yet.
Why haven't you watch Summer? What is it? The Werewolf Kid?
Thorne, what's going on, baby?
Thorne is always coming in at the last second.
You really do come in at the last second. Granted, this is usually an hour show, so technically,
I do like Granite.
Yeah, Granite's pretty cool. Thorne, we're trying to pick a topic for next time. We're gonna do a short anime review next episode, but we need a topic for next time. And then at the end of the month, our episode is gonna be about how we're in a simulated reality and why. But we need a topic for next week, and we can't talk about Korea the whole time. There's only so far dried squid can go.
So we're talking about.
Love you too. He says he loves us. Say it back. Tell my son you love him.
He said he loves me.
He says
he loves me.
He says you guys tell my son you love him now.
Thorne, I love you. It's not because Tim told me. I know he told me because you heard him tell. Well, I know he told me because I heard him tell me. But you heard him tell me as well, and that makes me look bad. And so I just want to say, I love you. And it has nothing to do with Tim. Tim, you could take him out. You could throw him in a ditch. You could take out your 22. He's done. But our love, it remains.
You just talk about killing me with a 22. First of all, you're gonna need a way bigger caliber. I'm a big guy.
No, not like a 22 pistol, 22 shotgun.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, just take your silence 2-2 and just pew.
Just shoot a pinhole through me.
If
What a mild inconvenience.
Oh no, a small bullet? It hurts much less than a big bullet.
I imagine any form of getting shot, you're just gonna be like, oh, my life has changed forever.
Yeah. You're like, oh, my final hour.
Noah said, Thorne said, Noah, look, I felt the emotion in that. I know you meant it.
Thank you.
This got weirdly sentimental. Also,
Now, Thorne, you can just stop talking to Tim. We can be friends without Tim. And then we'll do a podcast about how much we could care about Tim if he was a good friend.
If I was a good friend, which I'm not.
You're his dad, so he doesn't have to worry about you being a good friend. You're his dad.
Yeah, I don't have to be your friend. I'm your father. I'm here to guide you and make sure
you're
live
my
a good
friend
life.
and you're a bad friend. Like, terrible.
All right, so we're going to review. Jordan recommended Final Fantasy VII. I'm down for that. She also recommended memes. I'm down for that.
I can show you bad memes about Final Fantasy VII, and you can approve them.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to review memes about Final Fantasy VII. And you're going to pick the memes, and I'm going to review them, since I know the canon.
I want to make sure they're really bad.
Also,
good.
Also, we'll talk about shooting people. That's cool.
What does that have to do with Cloud Strife? Does he get shot?
Zach Fair got shot a lot.
That's not...
It was his best friend. It was his only friend at the time. Okay, so that's the episode. Before we go, I want to tell you, Thorn, the guy in the chat right now, he's a YouTuber. His channel name is Schizo. Kicks ass. Check it out. He's got a series
it's
called...
a Kung Fu channel. Man, he will... Wait.
It's not a Kung Fu channel.
Well, you said
He does kick ass, but in a metaphorical sense.
Hey, Thorn, can you start doing a Kung Fu channel where Tim can actually say things that matter?
Yeah, start doing Kung Fu videos. But no,
I have a book that you can use.
Check his channel out. He's apparently about to go make another We Out Here in the Woods video. Those are hilarious.
I thought, at first, when you said we, I thought you meant he plays the we in the woods, and I was like, that was kind of weird.
And
then
you make promo hard.
And then you said, like, we in the woods, and I was like, wait, is he peeing in the woods? And you're just not saying it? And I was like, oh, the name of the series is We Out Here in the... now I have it.
He posts videos of him peeing in the woods. It's great content. So go
It's very majestic. There's a sunset. You see some trees. It's just a beautiful stream. It's very tasteful.
And he's urinating.
Well, you don't have to taste it. It's tasteful to look at.
It's tasteful content.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out of here. We'll see you next week. And see you next week.
Did you end it?
I was waiting on you.
Oh. What? Do I?
You always end it.
Oh. Well, bye.
Bye.
I love you, Thorn, if you're still here. If you're not, I still love you.